Following the tragic murders of Sarah Everard and Sabina Nessa, the country has quite rightly been shocked. And the issue of violence against women and girls is now at the forefront of everyone's mind. This week, Wayne Couzens was sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of Sarah Everard. And our thoughts go out to her family, friends, and those that loved her, but also the family of Sabina Nessa. And let's not forget those women here on Merseyside who've also been murdered at the hands of others, and my thoughts are also with their families. Throughout this week, we've been raising awareness of violence against women and girls and the different forms that it can take, but also talking about the work that Merseyside Police are doing in conjunction with our partners and third sector agencies to support those victims and survivors of violence against women and girls, how we can work together to tackle it and prevent it. As a society, we need to take the strongest of stances against violence against women and girls, who should be able to live their lives without fearing sexual harassment, violence, physical and mental abuse. The murder of Sarah Everard by a police officer has absolutely rocked policing. As Chief Constable, I want to reassure you that I will not tolerate any officer or staff who abuses their position as a member of the organisation for sexual gain. I really understand how it is impacting on the people's ability to have trust and confidence in policing. The despicable actions of Wayne Couzens have sickened and angered me, both as a police officer, but also as a mum to two teenage daughters who live in different cities to me. For years, women have had to put up with unwanted sexual touching, inappropriate comments. This has to stop. We all have a role to play in this, to challenge that inappropriate behaviour. Having conversations about how we stop violence against women and girls is really important, but it's only the start. Violence and intimidation against women and girls is one of the priorities that I have set as Chief Constable, and as a force, we will continue to work with our partners to understand the issue, work together on the solutions to eradicate the problem from Merseyside. I want the streets where women walk, the homes they live in, the places they work in, to be free from harassment, abuse and violence. Our work with other agencies will tackle violence against women and girls, and it will support those survivors of domestic abuse, sexual violence and stalking and harassment. We need a robust public health approach to violence and intimidation against women and girls. We will continue to work with our partners in local authority, health, education, Crown Prosecution Services, probation and the third sector to tackle this together, to develop a regional strategy and to make our communities safer. We will support and work with women who've been subjected to domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual violence and any other crime that they feel is based on their gender. We absolutely will target the perpetrators and bring those offenders to justice where it's the right thing to do for the victim. For people out there who've suffered abuse or violence, my plea would be, please don't suffer in silence. Please come forward and tell us what's happening. I have specially trained officers who will listen to you, support you, and listen to your views about the outcome you want. If you don't feel able to report it to the police, there are third sector charities who are available there to listen to you and provide that support. My commitment to you is that we will listen, we do care, we will support you, and we will take action.